nice break. We got to bond, we got to meet each other in person, take pictures, yay. So we're just gonna quickly, yes, grab donuts for those who had a chance to eat. We're just gonna quickly wrap up this session. This has been an amazing talk. I think we've learned a lot. You know, when you have a discussion, you have an idea of how you want things to go, and sometimes it's good to just allow things to run the way they should run, and that's what happened here. So I just wanted to quickly say before we go, I think we're talking in the break about how maybe the most important things we need to remember to help us prevent depression. The questions I had for Christia were, what is depression? How would you define it? How do you recognize it in other people? And what are some of the things you can do to prevent it? What's the link between that and suicide? We didn't really get to talk much about that, but I think we actually hit all those questions in different areas and facets. So if I could just maybe quickly summarize, and if anybody else wanted to summarize, I would say that depression is part of our society today, but we need to be able to see it in other people, figure out what we can do to help them, but we need to encourage other people to simplify their lives. Don't be too hung-on trying to achieve. I was thinking about, which is something you said in the break, if you think about a lot of the famous people that died, their death was somehow related to mental health illness. If you think about Robin Williams, he was somebody who was considered the funniest person on planet Earth, but he ended up dying from depression. Heath Ledger, he was one of my most first-time favorite actors of all time. He died from a drug overdose because when he was casting the role in, I think it was Batman, he was so depressed, so stressed. Mentally, he wasn't on it. That's how he died. Whitney Houston, same problem, drug-related, because she had so much and she ended up dying. Michael Jackson, drug overdose, same thing. All these people, you realize that they were going through a lot of mental instability. And if maybe at some point they had somebody to tell them, you know what you're going through is normal, let's work through this. Maybe a pill is not the answer. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit more and simplify your life as much as you can so that you're not always so overwhelmed. So maybe the take-home message for every one of us here, and I guess for me, a budding psychiatrist, is when your patients come in, don't be quick to, offer them a pill, but talk to them, figure out what's going on with them. If you have friends and family that are stressed, see how you can talk to them about decreasing the stress. And if you see that they are heading towards depression, help slow them down and talk to them about what they can do to point them in the right direction so that they come back, back to life, back to reality, and realize that it's okay to be sad and feel depressed, but we shouldn't stay there forever. Let's figure out what we need to do to cope with what's going on around us. So everyone else wants to give me a few seconds before we go.
Sure. What you said, I think, it's important to acknowledge it, but it's important to also keep moving forward. It's kind of like when you're driving, right? You can look at the rear view mirror, but don't keep on looking at the rear view mirror because otherwise you're going to bump into something.
Anita just mentioned something that was really key, and I've just been thinking that at my workplace we have chaplains, which is not normal in Canada, but it's a growing trend, which is really good. And when we were teaching about coping with stress, we were very keen on introducing our chaplains, so everybody knew they were there for them whenever. And the chaplains, they don't care about what faith you're coming from. They walk aside you, alongside you, whatever issues you're going through in your life. They don't decide for you what you're going to do, and they don't basically fix you, but they walk alongside you. So I just keep thinking that maybe our approach to healthcare should be more like that. Instead of we go to the doctor, we get diagnosed, we get sent to maybe a psychiatrist or something like that, or something really expensive that's not accessible to everybody. Maybe instead we should have people who walk alongside people, and even people who encourage you to maybe seek out your faith, your belief in God, as many people do, and that is a great source of comfort for people. So if we have that, I don't want to minimize that there are people who really have issues that need addressing clinically with medication and counseling and all manner of things included. But we also have to look at having somebody aside of us just to listen to us and talk us through so that we can also help. And we need to get rid of the stigma so that if it's just somebody we can go and talk to, everybody can go and talk to that person. We all need somebody at a certain point in our life. That way we can also identify the people who need that extra bit of help.
No, I just wanted to harp on one thing that Harriet said and that Dr. Allen mentioned too. We cannot minimize the fact that there are people out there that are actually going through, that need that medical intervention, because everything that is in place right now is in place for a reason. So the pharmacy of it is in place for a reason. So there are people that need that intervention. But there are also the everyday Jolos that usually are just diagnosing themselves and just living their lives out of that level of fear and that level of thinking. Those are the ones I think that we want to address in terms of tapping into the resources that are around in terms of community and getting yourself more educated and how to cope and things like that. But those people that actually need that level of intervention, we cannot take that for granted as well. So the take-home message is twofold. Don't take it for granted when you need that help and underestimate the power of what's going on inside of you. And as well, don't overdiagnose yourself and go take up the resources that the first segment actually needs. So that's all.
Actually, I want to go on a stat actually from the mental health initiative report. It's like 97% of what we spend here in the mental health system is based on it's based on crisis. So 97% is allocated on crisis as opposed to like the other things which is on like preventative, you know. So we need to take more of a preventative approach in here because right now, like with the boys, like I can see it's overburdened. It needs help, and that help needs to come from community. It needs to come from community. It needs to come from prevention. Keep people healthy and out. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, just have something to add in it. It's like when you were saying sometimes the solution is to simplify your life, and sometimes people hear that a lot of people whatever, you know how complicated my life is, and they don't take that advice because to be honest, it's a scary road. But what I would like to say is, for sure it's scary, but it's also the road of faith because there's no guarantee. But when you look at that scary road and you look at your condition, you have to make a choice. But that choice is not easy at all. But at least it's the road to healing, and by faith you get there instead of choosing to stay in the situation because I have to be a mom, I have to sacrifice for my kids, and then you spend 15 years being depressed. Your kids are not going to benefit from that. So it's a scary road to simplify your life or let go of things, or maybe you need two jobs. You need two jobs, right? You have to cut down to one job, finances at a time. You spend time with your kids, you get to laugh more. It's scary, you have to pay that bill, but you make it barely, but at the end of the day, guess what, you're happy. So that's what it's
Just really quick. One thing is to make sure that we're quicker to forgive ourselves than to judge ourselves, and actually look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I forgive you. And then, honestly speaking, till this day, I believe I'm the most fascinating person ever. And the reason why is because sometimes, we look too much outside to actually look at something that is going on. Like right now, I'm recovering from a concussion. Everything is happening. I'm just like, that's fascinating. Every mistake that I've made, everything that I've done wrong, whatever, instead of me looking at someone else, I look at myself and I'm like, well, why the heck did I do that? And just wondering and keep on looking at yourself and say, you know what, I can do better, and then kind of analyze that. I think is the best way to actually approach. Forgive and to keep on telling yourself you're the most fascinating person ever.
So thank you guys so much for coming. This brings us to the end of the session. I'm so grateful for having you, Vincent. Thank you for sharing the videos and just talking to us in this room. Very grateful to have you. Robson, same for you. Anita, Harriet, and me, so grateful. Tia in the back doing amazing stuff with the camera. I wanted to give special thank you to Tia and Ruth. These two people, when I mentioned this crazy idea, were like, you know what, let's run with this thing. And they were with me every single step of the way, booking the place, thinking about what to eat, who to invite, hooking me up with Quintia. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. And hopefully this has helped you. If it's helped you in any way, apply it to your lives and reach out to other people and share the whatever you learned from here with them. So thank you all very much for coming. Thank you. We also have to say thank you to Microsoft, of course, for allowing us to use their wonderful facilities. We're very grateful. So thank you. Thank you for helping us with the great guys.